Can you share some of your feelings on Davey Richards? On ROH programming and also in some shoot interviews I've seen, he's been referred to as your boy. Can you set the record straight?
Uh, Once again, I should I just start pissing people off right here? See, I do not prepare for these questions, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hearing them at the first time, as you are, so that we can be more spontaneous and off the cuff here at the drive-through. But this is the thing. Davey was perceived as my boy because everyone knew when Ring of Honor got involved with Sinclair Broadcasting that I thought that guys with the style of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong, and you can extrapolate out to all the great in-ring wrestlers in Ring of Honor, especially ones that incorporate elements of MMA into their styles, was the style that I thought had a chance to be the mainstream, the world championship style in Ring of Honor. In other words, you're always going to have all kinds of different matches, but it used to be the NWA world title match, Alice, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even before, was a different style of match. It was the best worked match. It was involving what were perceived to be the best athletes in the business. And so it was a world title match style. And that's what I perceived to be the updating of that style. And all of a sudden, then everybody who didn't either agree with that or possibly weren't participating in that, wink, wink, as a good nod as a nod to a blind man. They're now that Davey's Cornette's boy. I thought Davey Richards was very talented in the ring. Out of the ring sometimes, between the statements he makes, some of the decisions he makes, probably not as much, but in the ring, he's phenomenal, and he's a prodigy in some ways at what he does athletically. And I felt that you could exploit that instead of the strengths instead of the weaknesses. Imagine that, exploiting positives instead of negatives for a promoter in any field of endeavor. So basically, there was that perception, but I don't believe that I showed Davey any more favoritism, possibly a little more personal attention, dealing with some of his crises, but not any more favoritism than any of the other top guys that we were grooming for that level.